I'm Tina Portis, and you are in the studio. And today, our special guest in the studio is Constance Dixon. Now, Constance Brown is passionate about art in all forms and has created a series of picture books to inspire our youth with content that includes the acceptance of diversity and making choices to eat healthy. Now, that's something I'm big on, eating healthy. Constance, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
So tell us about Ladoneya, how Ladoneya caught a fly.
How Ladoneya Caught a Fly is the first book of a 3-book series. It's about a lizard named Ladoneya, of course, and she goes out on a search for food, but there's this underlining search for friends. And so that's how she sets out. She has this wonderful soliloquy that she continues to ask the different characters that she meets. Hello, are you food? And they respond in their own unique ways because they are different characters, just kind of having that understanding of accepting diversity. And not to give the book away, but there is a twist at the end, and it's loved by all kids, yeah.
Okay. Now, when did you decide you first wanted to be a writer?
You know, I have always had a desire to write from an early age. It seems like I was a kid in the neighborhood that would get everybody together to create and reenact plays, and so it's always been a desire for me. Early on, didn't go into that direction, but later on, that desire kind of rekindled, and here came Ladoneya.
Ladoneya. So we're going to look at that. She has some props there that I always enjoy. So where do you get your information or your ideas for your books?
You know, when we visit schools, we always tell kids that you can get your inspiration from everything around you, and that's where I get my inspiration. In fact, the lizard was actually inspired by my daughter, Carmen, my personal assistant today, and we have some other characters. Sasha the dragonfly, she was inspired by my oldest daughter, and so basically, Ladoneya's in your backyard. She's in everybody's environment, and so my inspirations generally come from everything around me.
Wow. And so now I always say, okay, you're a writer, but you're an author now. So she's author Constance Brown. Now, what was one of the most surprising things you learned in creating your books?
It takes work. You know, you have this passion, you create these stories, you create the illustrations because I'm the illustrator as well, and you want to run to everybody and say, hey, I have this great product. And so we would love for it to be that easy, but everything takes work. But if you continue at it, then it definitely pays off, as it did.
It does. It takes a lot of work to be an author and have the ideas and inspiration. So what do you think makes a good story?
Everything. As I stated, when we talk to kids, it's everything. If it comes from you, it's great. You know, my perfection is imperfect perfection. Because you made it, it becomes great to you. So I would say that.
All right, so let's talk about this pillow here that we have in the studio. So can you hold that up for us?
I
see
sure
this pillow
can.
here.
This is one of our products, and it is with my partner, Tangi Dark. She is the designer and the creator of the Ladoneya Love Hugs pillow. It is a pillow that hugs you. You gotta hug it so that you can get that full experience.
Pillow. And it has little here Velcro on it, so this is great.
That's correct. And so the kids love it, especially the younger ones who may have a little bit of insecurity in reading early on in their development. And so if they have Sasha or Ladoneya with them, hugging them, it makes them a little bit more confident to get that reading. And then also it's a great tool to sleep with.
Wow, this is, I mean, I've never seen a huggable pillow. All right, so let me ask you here, what's the most important message in your book that you hope your readers will grasp?
You know, I would say the most important message,
great.
And it's 2 parts. One, as I stated, Ladoneya goes out to search for food, but she's really searching for friends. And so that acceptance of diversity, we all have great things to offer each other. And if we have that conversation, then we see the benefits of it. And I would also say, understanding that kids can make good choices to eat healthy, good choices in following directions. And so those are the messages that I want everybody to get.
Wow, so great information. We have an author, Constance Brown, in the studio with us today. And you make sure that you get this book, How Ladoneya Caught a Fly. And all of her information is right here on your screen. Make sure that you go check her out and also get this book. And we actually talked briefly about this being great for children, or the pillow great for children with autism.
That's correct. Yes, and so they have communicated to me in studies that kids who have those sensory challenges actually do well when they have something to hold on to or something to help them have that confidence. And so we're actually working on partnering up with some people to get that out there.
Awesome. Well, we're wrapping it up in the studio. We got to go. Constance, thanks for coming in and being a great guest.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.